What up, what up, what up, what up? Just making sure everything's working here before we get into it. What's going on, Caleb? Things are going good, man. How about yourself? Man, it asked me for a thumbnail. It didn't even take the thumbnail. Look at this. Not cool. Not cool, YouTube. Come on, man. All right. Well, yeah, I'm going to wait till a couple other people get notified here, but let's fucking go. Happy Monday. Yeah, let's go. Salud. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. Hell yeah. All right, all right, all right. Just got to pull up my analytics here real quick. Oh, dude, absolutely. Yeah, Bodhi killed the last edit. I was reading some of the comments, and it looks like he misspelled a word, but that's okay. I just did. All right. Content live. Man, still getting used to YouTube's analytics stuff here. Is it not going to give me a... God, so stupid. What you mean a plug? Also, the R&D stuff is not my department at all. I'm definitely on the editing side of things. Like a tethered plug that attaches to the board. We do have something like that. I don't know if the attachment's the same as Craft and Rides, but I understand I'm deleting this forever. Where the hell are my analytics, man? But welcome in. Hopefully everybody's still able to ride here before the weather gets too crazy. It's been a very cold fall into winter for Sacramento so far, so only for pint. Gotcha. I know the guys in the warehouse are always working on stuff like that, so eventually here we will probably have something for you. Man, what the heck? What the heck? I don't have access to my analytics. That's not cool. Interesting. Sorry, OBS changed a lot of stuff. OBS is the software that you use for streaming, and they changed the way that they take ingest now. Dude, yeah, it was the same thing in back where I'm from, Wisconsin. 71 day, 30 the next. It's been consistently pretty like 55, 60 here, but it drops down to like 34 at night, so it gets pretty cold. But anyways, yeah, I've waited long enough. Yeah, everybody, thank you for hopping in. I am currently working on a film that's going to be releasing on Friday. That's been way too long, taken way too long to get done. Let's see here. I got to pull you guys back up. Switch this over. So I've been working on this film. I will not be showing my timeline on it because it is a absolute disaster, but yeah, it's a film called Shred Life. Let's make sure that audio is not going to be super crazy. Great. It's not getting picked up at all, which is great. How do you get to be on the float team? That's an interesting question. Bodhi reached out to me initially when I was part of Carve Creative, which I still definitely associate with those guys. All great dudes. But Zach and I came out here to shoot to California to shoot a docuseries, which will be my next project, which is going to be a whole thing to edit, man. We've got I think 6 terabytes of footage from an entire week. Do you guys use a cell phone or GoPro or professional camera? We switch it up a lot. Usually we use a professional rig. What's up?
Is there a package in here?
No, not for you. Yeah, we switch it up between a Blackmagic 6K, Blackmagic 6K Pro on a Ronin RS2, as our like professional main filming camera, or the Canon R5s, but we've kind of moved away from those a little bit just because they tend to have issues overheating. So yeah, I totally lost my train of thought. Sometimes we'll use phone. The one that Jeff just shot recently that we posted was shot on an iPhone. And then we've done a couple, like some of the SAC lunches have been filmed on like GoPro or DJI Osmo Mini. No. I don't know. Insta360 Go 2. That's what it was. Hell yeah, Shiba. Appreciate it. Rails for GT. Man, we got to get rails for GT in general. But yeah, rails would be sick. But yeah, today we're kind of chilling out. I'm curious why I don't have any. Let me pull this up and just see if I have no desktop audio. And that would be why. Cool. So this is usually the most time I spend editing is actually looking for music. But you're blue and green. Oh, gotcha. Kentucky, yeah. Hell yeah. So working on a new film. We're going to be doing a little premiere in the shop if anybody's local to Sacramento on Friday. It sounds like we're probably going to go around like 5:30-ish. 5:30, 6 o'clock, right after work for everybody, for most people. Yeah, so I've been working on this film for about a month. I'd say probably about a month and a half of actual nitty-gritty work. So you can see also just a flash of it, but this is come on, girl. This is my timeline for the entire project. And it's going to be pretty short. It'll be about 22 minutes, but I had so much footage to comb through that it was just like, it just compounded to be a bigger beast than I expected it to. So, yeah, man, it's just one of those things. But, yeah, super stoked to get this out. I think it'll be a good twist on like an event recap. Because Bodhi just released his Shredfest banger video, which I pretty much told him to take a break because we just had a lot of projects going on at the time. Told him to take a break and be on, I guess, banger duty. That's what we were saying. So Bodhi was riding the Sauron around with a, dude, the setup he used to film was so gross. It was a handle. It was like it was a GoPro on a handle, like a tiny, just like single-handed handle. And he had pink gaff tape wrapped around it, and he just had it in his mouth. And by the time he was done filming, he ended up passing it to me at one point, and it was like covered in spit. And I'm like, dude, this is not professional in any means, but it worked. Your iPod 3rd gen, hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude, that's awesome. Edit time, let's go, Nico. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I caught a little bit of your interview with Scott, talking about the Vesk stuff. That was sweet. Very eloquently spoken, sir. In Florida, we see a good amount of one wheels around. Yeah, I'm sure. Anywhere that's got decent weather, you're gonna see a lot of them. But yeah, so we are. I'm at a weird spot in this because I'm at a point where, oh dude, hold on, humble. I'll get to that in a second. I have no great workflow to like really preach about, but I'm at a spot right now where I'm trying to transition out of something that's like high energy, end of the race, into like post race interviews, into podium yeah, people at the podium, and then into nightlife, and then finishing out the film. And it's just kind of proving to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. So, and I'm hoping music is going to save it. It's just, I think it's just a creative direction choice that I'm having an issue with, committing to something. So, drop some tips on how you choose the order of clips, or if it's random at times. Usually, we try to do as much like cohesive, like A, B, C, and less like A, C, B, D. You know, jumping around. If it doesn't need to make sense and it's just more of like a banger edit, then it doesn't really matter, and we just kind of choose whatever flows the best. It's mostly about flow, usually. You know, it was gamer time. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, if you play games, by the way, we need to link up. Get on that. I've been playing lots of Overwatch too. Yeah, Florida's perfect for one wheels. Batman transition is a clean break and vibe. You might have to be a little more specific on that for me. Batman transition. Like the bat signal. Oh man. But yeah, I still have so much work to do on this before Friday. Most of it's just like I'm gonna pace myself and be totally fine with it, but a lot of it is just like color, because there's a lot of clips that just don't, like, everything is still kind of in log, or it's like oversaturated because I threw a quick color grade on it, or lots of stuff. So, but Shredfest, if you guys missed it, was fucking awesome. It was so sick. Yeah, of course, Humble. What would you guess is the total time you spent editing for each minute of final footage? I don't know, man. It's different each time. Like the stuff that Jeff and I filmed for like the install videos, I would say is probably about double or triple. So like if it takes us 20 to 30 minutes to film, it takes me, 60 to 90 minutes to edit it. Maybe a little bit more if I need like more specific things. Like there's if you guys didn't catch it, there is a section in the GT tire change video that I have an After Effects clip in that took me way too long because I don't mess in After Effects usually ever. And it was like that alone probably took me 2 hours because After Effects is just like an unoptimized piece of crap program usually. So there's definitely outliers to, I guess, that formula, but I would say probably like per minute of footage, depending on how hardcore the edit is, I would say between 2 and 15 times. So like 1 minute could take, dude, I don't need some. If you're really interested to see like how hardcore you can go into an edit, look up a guy named Sam Colder. He's got some breakdowns on like how long a single like 5-second edit has taken him, or like 5-second transition, because there's just so much that goes into it sometimes. Do I ever get recognized in public? Not usually myself. I'm not in front of the camera a whole lot. But yeah, Bodie all the time, Jeff all the time, especially in Sacramento. People are like, oh my God, I had no idea you guys were in Sacramento, or the shop was in Sacramento. So it's kind of cool rolling around with them. And occasionally they're like, yeah. But yeah, man. So I think it's a common misconception of how much work actually goes into an edit. Because it's not just grabbing clips off of the camera or the phone or whatever. It's like let me pull this in so you can see it a little bit. Like this is just sorting, and this is so just some supplementary footage. I have probably over 20 minutes of just solid footage to watch through. And then for each person that's kind of highlighted in this film, I have, let's see. Yeah, almost an hour after you take all the gaps out, probably 40 minutes, at least another 40 minutes, another half hour. So like, and this was just 3 days of filming. So a lot of the stuff that we do is usually kind of turn and burn stuff. Not in a bad way, just like, we'll go to Tahoe and shoot, or we'll Yeah, cold is raw, 100%. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that we shoot is usually like turn and burn, and where we go out, shoot it, and then I can come back and edit it immediately. But it's not always like that, and I more prefer the stuff that's a little more thought out. And this is kind of my first, like, one of my first real films with Float. So, yeah, stoked to have this pull through and see what else is in store for the future. But what one wheel do I rock? I ride an XR. My board's right over here. My headphones will reach. Shoot. So got some dubs on there. Some lifesavers, Cush Low. It's a good board. No, it is Premiere. It's weird. We shoot on Blackmagics, but I've been shooting on Blackmagic for a long time, but I just don't use DaVinci. And I would definitely benefit from it, but I don't. Yeah, I've been in the Adobe Suite for far too long to migrate from it, which is a blessing and a curse. Blessing and a curse. But yeah, I just wanted to go live today for a little bit and just kind of chat about video editing and the film. I will show, let's see here, what do we got? Show a little tease of it.
And it's time to go.
That's really all I can ask for. On the spot where you can take the 3 options.
So yeah, it's coming along. That's like it's a very mid spot in it, and I need a lot of fine tuning on it to get it to where I want it to be. But yeah, super stoked. The time trials were really dope. Essentially, the whole film kind of follows Kyle and Allie, which are pictured right now, Austin and Mercedes Silva, and then Ben from TFL Europe was here for Shredfest, which was really dope. Because he lives in France, and he came out for, I think it was like a week and a half. Super awesome dude. Super awesome dude. So yeah, just kind of telling the story of an event through a couple different group of people. So when deciding on or setting up some projects, do you pick location first and trick or things you want in the video, or play by ear? Usually it depends. So like a couple of the films that we've done are like take like New Normal, for example. Like New Normal is just it's very reminiscent of Escape Film, where it's just like banger after banger after banger. And it's just a collection of all those, because it's hard to, you can only exhaust a spot for so long before it gets exhausted. So when it comes to storytelling, like this is more documentary type style. Like there's still some like shred it type stuff in here, but hell yeah, thanks Johnny. Yeah, there's still some it's mostly documentary style, where it's just like interviews and less intense than like most of our other stuff.
Mainly a blast for us, I feel.
Me and Floaty kind of battled it out last year, so hoping we have something similar this year, and looking forward to that.
This is the first event that I've gone to in California, pretty much, that I can think of.
Were you at the last one or no?
I didn't go to last year's because I was at Wheel Scorcher, because I had to get that spot at Race for the Rail, which worked out. I got it, and I was so close second. So close. This is what I got here, second. Destined for second. I'm getting first here, though. You know it. What's up? Yeah.
All right.
It's also really sick because obviously nobody had any idea that Kyle was going to win Race for the Rail this year. So it's just cool that we have the Race for the Rail winner from this year in the film, talking about about his experience getting to that point. So just kind of a cool little glimpse of before that. Late, you guys gonna have a live premiere on YouTube and watch along with us. I think so. The problem with YouTube and premieres is they suck. YouTube tends to take all of your views and stunt them when you do a premiere for some reason. Like the chances of being pushed by the algorithm on a premiere are so low. And we've done them in the past, and that just they usually don't perform as well. So I think for the films though, we still probably will make an exception. I think I'll probably do whatever time that we do the premiere here. I think I'm probably going to do either 15 minutes after we start ours, or the hour after, the half hour or something. So either along with it or shortly after, to answer the question. Yeah, I figured, John. So yeah, man, I'm stoked. Super, super stoked. Also a little nervous, but my nerves are a little more calm. So for people that don't know, I'm not a California native. I'm from Wisconsin, moved all my stuff out here, do the van life, and most of the time I sleep at the shop, but I just got all of my stuff officially moved out here. So I'm an official Californian now, besides my license. And so I just got all my stuff, and part of that was I used to run a lot of sound for live bands and stuff when I was out of high school and early 20s. So I had all this audio equipment laying around, and there were supposed to be speakers with my stuff, but some friends of mine ended up losing them, which sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Just got some new speakers, just got my power amp set up, a mixer set up, so now we have an actual sound system in the shop. So I really wanted to use that for the premiere here, and knowing that everything is working and everything is connected now is super clutch, and I'm less antsy about the entire thing. So yeah, dude, the full move is great. That road trip sucked. I ended up getting stranded in Tahoe over Donner Pass for 2 nights, or for one night. It was almost 2 nights by the time I got home. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like they want to push lives more. There's a couple bigger streamers that are coming to YouTube, which is cool. And YouTube is really, I think, hopefully trying to push that in the near future. Probably more so for 2023, but they're also gonna be pushing shorts a lot more. So anybody who got annoyed by our shorts extravaganza that we had a couple weeks ago, probably a month and a half, 2 months ago at this point, but we were throwing shit at the wall, just seeing what stuck. Obviously, the larger that our channel grows, the better off that we are as a business. Because as cool as it is to push videos out all the time, it's not very profitable. I cost a lot to have on salary. Bodie costs a lot to have on salary. Granted, this isn't Bodie's only job. This is my only job, is YouTube. So my only job is to make videos that you guys watch. So and make sure that stuff comes out on time and that it's on a timely manner and is hopefully curated in enough ways, in a decent enough way that you enjoy it. So give me a thumbs up if I'm doing my job all right. No, dude, it's totally understandable. The nice thing is that YouTube has finally taken a step to separate things on the back end, as far as if you go to our channel and go to our videos now, it's not littered with shorts. So there's a separate section now for it. Yeah, dude, I understand. I really understand. That's, there's a whole reason that TikTok is a separate app. But our content doesn't do well at all on TikTok. YouTube Shorts, we've had actually some pretty decent success. To give you an idea, we ended up surmounting about, it was like 650,000 views in a month. It was like 3 weeks. It was like a 3-week process where we were just like posting. Like most of our, like the average view quantity on a short that we were getting was like 35,000 views, which was like phenomenal compared to our videos, which don't do super well because we get lumped into a weird spot on YouTube, and it's a whole thing I'm not going to get into. But yeah, at least they don't flood the channel page anymore. I'm sorry that they flood your subscription page. I have YouTube Premium and I use YouTube more than anybody in the shop, and I hate the way that it's lined up right now, because like I don't want to be notified from the channels that I actually watch if they post a short. Like if I'm watching shorts, all of my subscriptions should come up first, and then I should be able to browse new content like how TikTok works. Sorry, brain Monday. So yeah, they've got some stuff to fix. The UI could definitely be better. Obviously I don't have Susan's phone number. I can't just call her up and be like, hey, these are issues, fix them. So I appreciate you guys for sticking around through that. It sucks. I know it sucks. We try not to push it as much as we can. Yeah, just understand that we know it's not something you guys enjoy, but it is necessary for our channel to grow. So if you want to see one wheels be larger as a sport than they are, suck it up. I like that a lot of the extreme sports films have moved away from the porn style of banger after banger into a more slice of life narrative driven experience. Sounds like this is like that. Yeah, that's kind of like what I was going for. This is kind of my first real like total thought film, I guess. Like I've done other stuff in the past, but it's been more short, like artistic stuff. Yeah, Nico, 100%. So, yeah, stoked to see this thing actually out in the wild and into some people's hands. But this is definitely something that, like, it's a little bit of a slow burn. There's a lot of downtime. There's like not, I think there's only going to be maybe 3 songs in 25-ish minutes. So a lot of it's just, talking.
Downhill, doing crazy stunts, jumping over fire pits, just like, tripping out on one.
But there's some cool
like,
footage.
It's so sick to me. It's just a blast. It's fun.
Come on, Premiere. I'm editing off of a very shitty hard drive.
Everyone forgets to have fun, so when you come here, you're like, man, this is so fun. The energy that it pulls, like, that is so good. That's what I'm here.
And also, these are a lot of people that you see riding, but you never really get to sit down and get their thoughts on. I mean, like if you're a one-wheeler and you're in the community and you're around these people, specifically on the West Coast, like then you're going to get a better idea of how that works, or I guess how they think and how they work. And all these people are great people. The one-wheel community, out of like any niche community that I've ever been a part of, is like literally the nicest, like the most welcoming, the most willing to give their shirt off their back for you. Yeah, just a bunch of freaking nice people. When Zach and I were out here filming last summer before I got hired, oh man, dude, I've almost been here. Yeah, last summer still. Yeah, I've been here for a year now, which is crazy. Yeah, last summer, Zach and I were out here, and we had so many spots along the coast that we were supposed to hit for the underground, and like almost every night we had we had a clean bed to sleep in and like a meal to share with somebody, and like, and it was all because of the one wheel community. So, yeah, it speaks volumes on like the people that are actually in here. We're all definitely weirdos. We all enjoyed this weird little electronic board. But yeah, it's great, man. I love this community a lot. You're doing big things on the channel, man. Building up the brand in a huge way. Keep up the great work. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Big thanks. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I feel like it's such a first world complaint to be like, oh man, my job is hard. Like, my job's not hard. It's just, it can be very mentally straining, because now So I used to freelance before I worked at Float. So like as a freelance creative, you have full reign of how you control your schedule as far as like I have time outside of editing to go do X, Y, and Z. Cool. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to make this much from it. That'll extend me for this long. So like there's no certainties, but your energy is different because you're able to jump around to different things. So like for somebody who has ADHD, it's like you want to gravitate towards different things that keep you stoked all the time. And like sometimes when I'm sitting here at a desk all the time looking at the same project, it's like, fuck, why do I do this? But at the same time, like this is, once this project's done, like it's going to be one of the most fulfilling things that I've done. So, yeah. So when it comes to like having to be in a creative position full time, it's more strenuous than like I've done everything under the sun. I've done roofing, I've done plumbing, I've done construction. I worked at Walmart throwing packages for a while. I worked at FedEx. I worked at Burger King and Culver's, and yeah. So I've had a lot of different jobs, but I was a diesel mechanic for 5 years. Yeah, I've jumped around a lot of stuff, but yeah, none of it has been like you have to be creative every day at 9 o'clock. And it's not that I'm forced to be, it's a phenomenal environment to be, stoked in and creative in all the time. But, yeah, you definitely, you can get to a point where you burn out real quick. And I definitely hit that earlier this year, like midsummer this year. Ended up having to take a break for a month and, go find my roots and stuff. But yeah, man, board's being repaired at FM. Can't wait to get it back. Can't wait for you to get that board back too, man. I've heard FM has gotten really pretty good about getting boards back quickly. From what I've heard. Let me just pull something up here real quick lag. Oh, it did use my thumbnail. Look at that. Cool. Show eat. A little streamception going on. Oh, this is a good comment. TFO's like the 1970s Dogtown articles from Skateboard Mag. I live out in the woods without other one-wheel riders. My inspiration comes from this channel as like a lifeline. Dude, that's awesome to hear. That's what we try to do is trying to just excel the sport, man. Bridge the community. We're basically the marketing depth for both FM and Flow. No, so Flow, sorry, not Flow Life. Future Motion actually hired in a bunch of new marketing dudes, all awesome dudes so far that I can tell. Streamception. All awesome dudes that I can tell. Their names escape me currently just because my brain is fried, but they've been doing some new innovative stuff as far as the marketing goes. I think actually the video they just released with the portraits. Let me pull that up. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but like it's worth a watch for sure. They put out a bunch of videos on Saturday, and I don't know why Saturday was the day specifically. Usually that's literally the worst day to post on YouTube for our genre of YouTube. Man, I wonder if it was just the campaign. I'm going to have to pull up on Instagram. Also, my Instagram, I was doing a project one time, and my Instagram automatically defaults to Tyler the Explorer. Tyler James. So, yeah, this video is so good. Nope, that's not it. Where is that video posted? I know Ren shared it. There it is.
Idea. Is it kooky? Maybe. And some might care. Some don't. For the ones that just want to have a good time. Try new things. Explore. They try and get back up. They create the culture. Push the sport. It grows. a lot across the globe. More people doing more things, living more life. So if you're up for trying something new, just remember, everything awesome starts somewhere. Everything starts somewhere.
Yeah, super quality video. So I don't know who worked on this at One Wheel, but kudos, big shouts. Yeah, it's got all the homies in it. Just from what we've posted, I've played around with, like, just over the last year, we've played around with, like, posting at different times on different days. Like, it almost doesn't seem to matter anymore. It used to be like before, let's see, 11 p.m. or sorry, 11 a.m. CST was like the best time to post on YouTube. So whatever time zone that is for you. Yeah, but 11 a.m. was like the best time to post for whatever reason that like guaranteed the most views. Now it's changed a lot. I don't know why, but sorry to hear about your buddy's board. That sucks. It's been a week. It's not too bad. It's really not that bad. Dude, that ad is so sick. I really wish I worked on it, but but I did not. That was not me. Yeah, so they're doing some cool stuff. Let's see. They did a TikTok thing too where they like it was very much a TikTok trend, but they like stood in the middle of a campus, like a college campus, with a sign that says like bring us 2 hard-boiled eggs and you win a One Wheel. So they're giving away Pine X's. So I don't know, man. They've been doing some stuff. They've definitely been doing some stuff. Whoever made this animation too is crazy. Marvelous Media Engine. Walking his crab. Not completely new, but Ted doesn't work there anymore. So it's Jack and Laser and Kevin. Kevin's one of the new guys. Kevin is... He just did a refresh video not too long ago. Like a board refresh. Where is his face? They've been doing more podcast stuff, which is funny because we tried to do a podcast for so long, and we finally just started it at the exact same time that they did. The showing is probably going to be about 5:30 or 6 o'clock. I think we're going to make an official announcement on that tomorrow. We got to wait for Bodie. Bodie ended up flying to the East Coast, so he's completely across the country right now to go help with the Oak City Shredfest people, dudes, guys, gals, build some trail stuff. So he gets back tomorrow. Elijah's gone for the weekend. He'll be back tomorrow. So just having everybody in-house. We usually do Monday meetings to discuss everything. So tomorrow is our... yeah, Joey. That's another dude. Yeah, we usually discuss stuff like that on our Monday meetings, but tomorrow will be our Monday, Tuesday meeting. Where the hell? I think this is it. Yeah.
Let's get to it.
This is Kevin. Super cool dude. I believe he's a film major from Santa Cruz, I believe. Talked to him briefly about it, but super cool dude.
So dusty.
Hell yeah. Dude, bring anybody. Anybody and everybody is welcome. We should, it'd probably be a good idea to bring your own chair. We got chairs at the office, but not a whole lot of them. So if you got like a camping chair or something, bring that. Yeah. So they're doing some cool stuff. Man, I miss Ted though. Ted left to do, I think he's with another production company out of that part of California. This part of California. Super dope dude. I've had a lot of laughs with Ted. Ted's a good guy. But I lost my train of thought completely. Also, here, I want to point this out while he's doing this. No, he's pretty good about it. When Jeff and I did the GT tire change video, he definitely, the first time, put the rear foot pad on these front 2 screws and instead of the rears, which is where they're supposed to be. Oh yeah, they're playing ping pong right now. But yeah, don't do that. Use the rears. That's what they're for. Also, who in here, is there anybody in here that rides a UC like consistently, like you would consider yourself an UC rider? If not, it's totally fine. I'm just gauging curiosity for myself. Just curious. Where's Ben's spot? Yeah, dude, this is so funny.
Riding the stuff and getting ready to ride. What's happening now? It's breakfast time. What do we have for the breakfast? Nothing French. Only American.
Hot
American
coffee.
style.
What a funny guy.
American style hot coffee. Cheers.
He had a blast. He's so he's our main.
Got a burrito?
I'm pretty positive
Yeah.
our main
What's in it?
contact with
Burrito.
TFL Europe. So for any of the people that are always like, "Oh, are you sending this to Europe?" Ben is the guy to ask. I think. So yeah, it was super sick to have him here. Dude's a riot. Oh man, I just can't. I don't like the GTs. I don't. UCs barely get much riding time, anyways. Yeah, that's true. Also, winter. And Ohio winters are not fun. I've been through many of them. I don't. What's the term? I don't envy you, sir. It's the whole reason I moved out here. Not the specifically the whole reason, but I definitely was not going to do another winter in Wisconsin. I'm obviously not getting any work done doing this, so I'm going to give this another 4 minutes if you guys have any other questions. Get those answered and then seal this up. Yeah, I have much more editing to do.
Stoked.
Mostly color. The color is just gonna be like these clips look decent, because I filmed with my Blackmagic and I have kind of a quick color correction that I made to kind of speed some stuff up. But yeah, they did just make a channel, so if you guys are trying to, I'm pretty positive they have their own YouTube channel now. Where is it? Channel. The Float Life Europe. There we go. So they do have their own channel now. Go show them some love. Go subscribe. Hell yeah, Nico. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Dude, my throat hurts from talking this long. Usually I get to say like maybe 100 words in a day. Yeah, stoked to see more videos from these dudes too. They're great. The newest one, the one that with Bodhi and the color changes, because that video is crazy. I think, I don't know, I have probably about 2 hours in color on this. If that, maybe like an hour and a half. But the guys went out and shot it in a day, and then Bodhi had it edited in probably 2 or 3 days. I might not be giving him enough credit. Bodhi's pretty quick, but yeah, it was a collaborative effort for sure. Yo, what up? Oh yeah, PK. Yeah, Ben's the guy, man. He'll hook you up. He gotcha. Yeah, they killed it. I had a little bit of the creative input on it, but like I wasn't here filming because I had to go get my trailer in Nebraska. It's a whole thing. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, Bodhi kills it, dude. So, but this was a Bodhi, Jesse, Elijah, Ryan project mostly, and I threw some sauce on it with color, and that was about it. But out of anybody at the office, I definitely stare at screens the most. I can't show you right now, but I'm surrounded by three 27 inches right now. But yeah, buy some tack jackets. We got plenty of them. Shameless plug. Buy our shit. It helps keep me making videos for you guys. Yeah, I'd say. Let's see. I think. Oh man, the last film. A New Normal. A New Normal definitely was like the longest edit that TFL's ever done. And that was like Bodhi was. That's probably over 3 or 4 months of editing. So this is a much more the film that I'm working on right now is a much more scaled down version of that. Definitely less collaboration between people. There's definitely a couple of people that like came in and gave me their footage, which is awesome. I wouldn't have some of the sweet drone footage without that. There's definitely a lot of like different unique shots that, not Photoshop, I had to edit the thumbnail for this. Definitely a lot of unique shots that I wouldn't have been able to get just for timing wise. Let's see. Yeah, like this isn't my shot. I was not at the bottom of the rest of them. Because I got him leaving the top. Starting. English. Words are hard. Dude, this poor hard drive. I can't wait to get this video done and edited and exported and then not have to deal with this footage anymore because it's just running so slow. Yeah, the drone footage is sick. Let me see if I've got... I don't want to show too much here, but... yeah, like these shots. So sick. So sick. Also, these TPs were dank. And the flux movement sign in front of them, also super sick. Yeah, man. Stoked to see this out.
Like, lay down the absolute fastest time right now. Like, as long as it's Allie and I, first and second, we get into separate semifinals and then come together at finals, like, that'll be...
Also, I want you to understand, like, this is, like, what footage usually looks like. Like, it doesn't have any life or substance to it. And then with a little bit of help. Yay, raw video. Yeah, and like I said, this is just a really shitty, quickly done thing. But Aaron, dude, thanks for the tier 2. We really appreciate it. Yeah, luckily I haven't. I just built this fucking crazy computer that I would love to show off, but I'm not going to not have to proxy stuff. But the problem is now my bottleneck is a hard drive compared to usually I'm editing off of like 2 M2s in RAID 0. So they're fast as shit. Thanks, dude. FM calls that Mississippi Bud. Hell yeah. But yeah, proxies suck. Everybody in the office has to deal with them at some point. I usually don't have to, but our R5 footage, that codec is just so shit. I love Canon, love them to death, always have, always will. Big Canon fanboy, literally have lenses sitting on my desk. But their software has always been, their camera software, dialed. Their codecs have always been questionable. So like I would love to, like the R5C that just came out, it's the R5 Cinema edition. It's a photo and video camera and it shoots like 8K RAW and does a bunch of crazy stuff. Sounds like on paper like the perfect fucking camera for me. But at the end of the day, it doesn't handle like the Blackmagic. I just load a T5 into it and it's USB-C to USB-C and I can edit right off of it. fantastic. But the R5C takes C-Fast Express, which is a fucking awful. It's like it's a mini solid state. Like the technology is great, but it's so expensive per terabyte. It's unreal. Or sorry, per gig. Yeah, per gig it's super expensive. And then you get into terabytes and it's even worse. 3090 Ti and 5950X. Hell yeah. I have a 12900K with a 3090. So pretty much the same wheelhouse. I got you beat there. I got 128 gigs of RAM. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Technically I have 128 gigs of 5000 megahertz, but I don't know if I need to do. I'm gonna probably give it another shot eventually here with a new firmware on the our new BIOS update. But I can't get that clock speed to work. So I think it's just clocked at whatever it's rated for, like 36 or 3800. So I feel your pain. I'm probably about $5,000 into this setup, which I paid for myself just because I use my computer for many other things outside of editing every day. So yeah, I wasn't about to make Jeff drop $5,000 on stuff literally right as the market was shifting after the whole fucking Ethereum, Bitcoin. You know what I'm talking about. After that whole thing, mining, yada yada. Hell yeah, dude, nerd stuff forever. Yeah, we can talk camera specs all day. We can talk computer specs all day. Love that shit. Yeah, most motherboards do not like higher than 3600. Usually like 4000 is their overclock limit. But with DDR5 now, shit, 5200 megahertz, 6000 megahertz. Sheesh. Shit's crazy. Or fry it, or doinks could be taken many different ways. Yeah, man. Computer stuff is sweet. Very cool, very cool. Oh, but all right, guys, I gotta take a break. I go get some water. I gotta finish editing this video. It's a good thing. All good things. I gotta shave eventually. I look like a fucking caveman. Dude, springing for it was not fun. It was very painful, but so far it's done me very, very, very solid. So this mega hurts my brain. Don't worry about it, Carvey. Yeah, dude, Nico, same. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping in. Hopefully this is the right way the first time. Nope. Nice. Cool. Sweet. Yeah, everybody, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. I try to do a stream like this every once in a while just to kind of break up the content a little bit. I feel like seeing some of the back end is pretty cool. Woo! So, yeah, if you like the stream, leave a like on it. Really support all the subscriptions. Really support all the comments. Exactly. All right, y'all. Take it easy. Flat on my friends. Bye-bye.